Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I will look at the Gone Campin' Trio that's releasing from Night Owl Lacquer starting on August 25th. These were sent to me for review and they'll retail for $27 for the entire trio. I will link her storefront and social media down below, and as always I will have more photos on my blog if you're interested in that. So I'll go ahead and get right into the swatches. First up is Glowing Embers, and this will retail at $9. This is described as a bright, fiery red full of bright blue and gold sparks, red to gold micro flakies, and charcoal flakies. It was a little hard for me to spot the charcoal flakies in the bottle. It almost looks like those iridescent flakes that are so beautiful that I absolutely love. So I'll go ahead and show you a quick brush shot, and then I'll show you how Glowing Embers swatched on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first coat. This one does have a very smooth and easy formula, even though it is full of flakies. It is a jelly base, but it is super pigmented, so you're not going to have to build this one up too much. One coat did make for pretty nice coverage. I do still have some nail line going on, so I'll go ahead and let that dry and then show you how it built up for me with a second coat. So here's a nice, just a normal second coat, and it does pull this one completely opaque. I feel like you might get some added depth with a third coat, but I'm going to stop here if you wanted to. Depending on your application, you could totally do 3 coats though. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. This is going to be a stunner with a matte top coat as well. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with a glossy top coat. And this is my final swatch photo at an angle in that direct sunlight. So next up is May the Forest Be With You, and this one will retail at $10 even. This is described as a duochrome that shifts from green to brown with gold to green shifting ultra chrome flakies in there, as well as scattered galaxy hollow micro glitters. Super incredibly beautiful in the bottle. It looks exactly like that on the nail. I'll go ahead and show you a quick brush shot, and then I'll show you how May the Forest Be With You swatched on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first coat. This one does go on a little bit sheer, so I did end up doing a little bit of a thicker first coat. If you wanted to, you could totally just do one coat over black or a darker color to get the full spectrum of shift. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry and then show you how it builds up with a second coat. This one is completely and easily opaque in just 2 coats. I did get a very strong green to brown shift in both the artificial lighting and natural sunlight that I use, so very shifty on the nail. It does have a little bit of texture there due to those larger glitters, so I do definitely recommend a nice glossy top coat. Here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats before a glossy top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with a glossy top coat, and I caught a lot of that brown there. This is my final swatch photo at an angle in that direct sunlight. So lastly today I have Shooting Stars, and this one will retail for $10.50. This is described as a deep velvety black and blue linear hollow with silver micro shreds and silver holographic shreds. This one is intense. It's intense in the bottle and it's just as intense on the nail. I'll go ahead and show you a quick brush shot, and then I'll show you how Shooting Stars swatched on my natural nail. So here's a look at that first easy coat. This one is a very strong linear holographic. It is very deep and dark on the nail, but it is never not teal. It's going to show up teal underneath all different types of lighting sources, and those silver glitters will really add something special to this one. So I did end up going in for a little bit of a thicker first coat here. I'll go ahead and let that dry and then show you how it built up for me with a second coat. So with a thicker first coat, it was really close to being completely opaque, but this second coat does pull it completely there for me. I did have a little bit of those textures from the larger silver glitters. One good coat of top coat smoothed those right out though. So here's a look at that completed mani at 2 coats before a glossy top coat underneath artificial lighting. This one does dry down a little bit dull. I definitely do recommend going in for that glossy top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight, and this one is just incredibly stunning. This is my final swatch photo at an angle again in that direct sunlight, and that does wrap up my swatch and review of the Gone Camping Trio. I could not pick a favorite. I know I've been saying that lately, but these collections are just completely on point. Every single one of these I think is really going to appeal to somebody. So if you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.com, or you can also follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.